So now we have some kind of interesting stuff happening here. Oops. Let me restart it. Yikes. Some kind of interesting stuff happening here. If we hit something, they go away. You know, we could redo this to add a bunch more targets and have them going in all different directions to make it more interesting. But I think for now, what I want to do is get to images, because images are cool. So let's look at the documentation here. If we go to graphics, so an image is something you draw, right? So there's this draw text, draw line, draw polygon, draw circle, draw image. Okay, so you can draw images. You know you're going to have to load them from somewhere, right? So let's go down. Actually, there's this whole section on images. So let's look at that first. It says so. There's this load image, draw image, and image get width, image get height that we don't want to look at. So in fact, this get width and get height is going to come in handy when we have to draw. Let's look at the draw again for a second. When we draw an image, we have to have the image. The center of the source. The source is the so it says the center source is a pair of coordinates giving the position of the center of the image. So while center dest is a pair of screen coordinates specifying where the image should be drawn on the canvas. So when you draw a circle, you have one center point, and that center point is the center of the circle. When you draw an image, you have the center of the image, like when you pull it up. Let me see if I have any. See if I have a recent preview image I can look at. Oops. So, will that open it? So here's an image, and or even better maybe is the clockwise thing. So yeah, you know, I have this image, and then the center of this image would be maybe like right here, right? So that's the center on this, you know, in this of the thing that I want to draw in the file. But where I want to place it in the so that's that center source. The center dest is more like the center that you're talking about when you're in draw circle. So that's the center where you're going to put it on your canvas, okay? And same with the width height stuff. So width height source gives you the size of the original image, and then width height destination is the width and the height of what you want it to be. And you can also rotate the image with this rotation thing in radians. If you're not familiar with radians, basically 1 radian is like 180 over pi degrees. Okay, so because the idea is that there's if a circle has a radius of 1, then all the way around the circle is 2 pi, and you can kind of think of measuring an angle as, you know, how far you go around the circle in radians. So there's 2 pi radians that go all the way around a circle. So that's another thing you can do, is rotate the image. So that's kind of nice. So so we need to know, like what's the center of the source and the width and height and stuff. But we can also get the if we just want to draw the entire image and not just some chunk of the file, we can just get the information that we need off of the image thing here. This will tell us the width and height of the original guy, and this is the image. All right, so we can kind of put together a center based on that of the source, and then we just stick the destination wherever we want it. So maybe it'd be a little easier if I just do one and show it. So let me try that. Let's see. I wonder if I could do one from scratch here. Or let's look at an example. Let's look at the image change example. So here we have images changes. So we have to import simple GUI. We're going to use math someplace too, so because we're importing the math. We set up some global variables. We have this image center, image size stuff. And when we load the image, we're loading it from a URL, from a particular site. So let's see what this particular one is. I'm going to copy this, and I'll just go there from here. So this is what we're the image that we're working with. It's just a triangle there. Oops. So we load that image, and then we draw it in different ways. And we're saying we're picking the image center and the image size to be, so the center is 25-25 and the size is 50-50. That makes sense. If it fits inside a square of 50-50, then the center is going to be at 25-25, right? And then we're doing different things with it to kind of manipulate it. Okay, so so the reason we're using math is to get pi. So remember we said radians, 2 pi radians make a whole circle. So pi over 2 would be like rotating something 90 degrees, basically. So these are our rotations and stuff. So let's just see what it looks like. So it takes the triangle and it distorts it in different ways and rotates it in different ways, right? So what if we want to have our hunter be, look like a turtle? Let's just see. Let's think about what that would look like. So you could let's just go to Google and look for a turtle image. And I want to look for one that is kind of, clip arty and almost like, I like this view, a top view. If I can have a color one, it would be a little bit nicer, but I kind of want a top view of a turtle, because then, like the one, because that's the kind of view you have in micro worlds. This is kind of a nice one. Except it's got this box turtle text down here. So, well, let's use this one, because then we can use that as an example of how to, just pick part of it. Oh, or even better, here, let me do that here. How about this one? All right, let's view that original image there. Okay, so this is. Do any of these have? Oh, this one has a transparent background. So yeah, no, I'm going to stick with this one. I like the transparent background, and then we'll figure out. We'll look into how you cut that stuff out. So here, let's view the original image. The original image is at this URL, so I'm going to copy this URL, and let's say that the turtle image equals, I'm just going to temporarily paste the URL in here so I don't lose it, and then look at the example again. So we have to say simple GUI load image, and it's going to be a string. Let's copy that. So I'm going to paste that there, and then I want to close in the string here. Can I get the whole thing? Yeah. So I want to end the string here and close off the parentheses. So now I have that image there. So what else do I have to do? Let's see. Oh, I want to get the image center and image height. And this is the source center, right? And the source size. So let's figure out, actually what we could do is, I'm going to pull the, for now at least, I'm going to pull the turtle source let's see, so it's supposed to be a tuple, right, of width and height. Where's the documentation? When we draw the image on the canvas, yeah, we want center and the width height of the whole thing. So width height, let's see, turtle source width height, that we can get from the image, right? Because we have this, oops, we have this image method that says image get width, and another one that says image get height. Okay, so that looks pretty easy. So get width, just copy that, get width. So it's actually in its turtle image, right? Copy, paste. So turtle image get width, and turtle image get height. That'll give me my source width height, right? And then for the turtle source center, I just take each one of these guys and divide them by 2. I'm basically copying this. I say copy, and then I say paste. But I'm going to say int. Image get width divided by 2, and int. I want to make sure this is an integer value, right? Because if you divide something by, if you divide 3 by 2, it's not going to be, you're not going to have an integer anymore, right? So now I've got my my image, my width, height, and my center. What else do I need to be able to draw one of these guys? Let's see. Canvas draw image. So I got my center source, width source. So then I just need the destination and the width and height for the destination. So what size do I want this guy to be? Well, I think for now what I'll do is I'll just leave it whatever width and height it is. I'll just draw it as that. And then when I place it, I'll place it at the. Oh, you know what though? Let's see. So let's go to Hunter. I want to make sure I get the right radius, right? So let's do this. Let's I know. Let's initialize the his image to none, so he doesn't have an image to begin with. But then if we want to give him an image, we can make a set image, self, image, and say self.image equals image. Okay, so we can set him up with an image that way. And then for the draw, we can just say if image, then we'll do the draw image, else we'll right, then we'll say canvas draw image, whatever all those things were, I don't remember, else we will draw the circle. Okay, so let's look again. What does draw image need? All of this stuff, right? Copy and paste. Okay, so so there's a bunch of information that goes with the image, huh? Maybe what we could do is have an image info object. But for now, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the global stuff that we have. So we have, I'm just copying these so I have the names of everything. There's Hunter. Hunter. And paste. So I'm not going to leave that stuff there, but I need those names. So turtle image is going to be the image. Oh, except I said I'm going to set the image. So let me say self image. Self.image. And maybe I should do it. Yeah, let me do it. I'm going to do all of these. I'm going to say def set image source with height self with height. Okay, so self dot image source with height equals with height. And def set image source center self comma center self dot image source center equals center. Alright, and then, so that's, okay, so like, and then I can say self-center, these are long. I'll say, make these shorter, source with height, source center. Self dot source with height. Oh wait, this is supposed to be center. Yeah. self source center there. And then the destination is going to be self pause, because that's where we want to stick it on the screen. And for width height destination, I'll just leave it the same for now and see how that looks with the source. And should probably initialize these guys to none too. So source width height equals none, and self source center equals none. And then that way, if image, and these, I'll make it so these all have to be, if self image and all, and these other two, edit copy, edit paste. So if all of those exist, we'll do that. So now what we'll do is, when we go to create our hunter, after we create it, here he is, we'll set all those values. So we'll say hunter set image to turtle image, and hunter set what is it, image source width height to the turtle source width height, and same kind of thing with center. Now I can get rid of this because I'm doing that up top. Let's see if that doesn't work. Oh, I don't see anything. Let's see. I got a warning. What's it say here? Warning, a non-positive image size provided. Yikes! A recent update to Firefox caused dry image to pay. Okay, so maybe the oh, you know what I think is that the image, maybe the image doesn't load right away, so these don't give me good values. Let's take a look at the box turtle. Let's see what if I can get a read on what its size is. Does it say anything about the size of it? It says, oh, it says 320 by 320. Alright, so let's go back and stick that in there. So I'm gonna because I think what's happening is that these numbers end up being negative because it's not it's returning right away before the image gets loaded. So let's try the 320 just for now. I'm going to figure out something else later. Okay. See if that does anything different. Oh, there it is, the turtle. It's a little bit big, so we can always reduce the size of it. But we'll look at that in the next video, how we can resize it and rotate it and stuff like that.